Hello and welcome back. Today we are continuing our conversation on attachment. Look at how different types of relationship are shaped on our early life experiences. This is part two in our series of attachment. If you haven't seen part one yet, I would recommend you to watch that first. Just click on the link on your screen or check the description below to catch up. Let's begin with a key idea from Erikson, the German psychoanalyst. I really like his theory. According to his psychosocial theory, children between the ages of 6 to 12 go through a stage called industry versus inferiority. It's a crucial stage. Children discover their abilities, learning discipline, and they feel a real sense of pride in their achievement. When parents, caregivers, and teachers provide encouragement and positive feedback, children develop confidence and a sense of competence. But if they are constantly criticized or emotionally neglected, children might carry a deep sense of lack of confidence in adulthood. Let me introduce you to Maria, a character inspired by real life stories. The leading figure in my book, The Secret Box, Find the Key. Not to read my book, The Secret Box, Find the Key. I talk about more later on. Maria experienced an emotion and a physical abuse at home. Her father left the family, and her mother was often cold and a distance. This early experience left deep emotional scars and disrupted her cognitive development. On the page 22, and the padlock is a chapter, if you're not reading my book, titled Family, I wrote it. Maria dreamed of becoming a doctor. Before the trauma, she was at the top of her class, but everything changed. Her mother, Joanne, was called by the school principal. Maria's academic performance had sharply declined. At this point in her development, Maria was not only going through Erikson's stage, but also what the jumpy edge called a concrete operation stage, which typically takes place between the ages of 7 to 11. Children in this stage are learning to think more logically, but they still understand the world best through concrete, hands-on experience. That's why visual learning, storyteller, or practical activities are so effective at this age. Maria struggles in subjects like maths, not because she wasn't smart, but because her emotional distress simply overwhelmed her ability to focus and concentrate on the subject. When a child is in survival mode, learning becomes incredibly difficult. And yet, her mother labeled her as stupid. A cruel word planting limiting beliefs and leaving emotional scars. Scars that could take years or even decades to heal. Therapeutic support at that point could have made all the difference. However, Maria did not go for counseling. But thankfully, Maria found the kindness and emotional safety through a mentor at the Cardiff Spiritual Center. His name was Mario, a warm and grounded presence who helped her to feel seen, safe, and understood. Now you might wonder, and what about the children who grew up in peaceful, loving homes? Are they completely protected from emotion trauma? Good question. Not necessarily. Trauma isn't always loud. It's not always dramatic or obvious. Every child filters the world through their own emotional lens, their own expectations and projections. Even overprotection offered with the very best intention can lead to emotion dependence. A child who is being sheltered from life's change might grow up and expecting the world to treat them the same way. And if it doesn't, they can feel unsettled, anxious, or even unsafe. That's why a kind, balanced caregiver approach makes such a difference. Children need to feel emotionally secure, yes, but then also need a space to explore, to take risks, to make mistakes, and to develop an emotional resilience. Health attachment isn't about being a perfect parent. It's about being steady, reliable, emotion based, while still encouraging independence, growth, and set gentle but firm boundaries. I have seen these dynamics not only in my professional work, but also in my own life. It begins with awareness, and sometimes it's a small changes we make constantly and intentionally that create the deepest transformation over time. In our next session, you'll be exploring adolescence, a period of intensity, emotion turbulence, and identity development. We'll take a closer look at how early attachment tendencies often return during the teenagers' years and how we can support young people through this challenging but a powerful state of growth. If today this topic spoke to you, please do give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming content. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to share your comments below. Or if you introvert person, you can contact me through my website and WhatsApp. You'll find my books, The Secret Box, Find the Key, and The Secret Box, Concave and Convex, on the link is description. If you haven't started to read, then yes, now might be the perfect time to begin your own journey of self-awareness and emotional healing. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next video.